What up, everybody? It's your boy Magnus. Long time, man. I'm happy to be here. I can't believe I'm behind the camera. Just gonna make this brief, man. I wanted to do a little quick introduction before the review. Don't worry, won't be doing no, puffy and shit. As you know in the title already, that this is the Trick or Treat by Caine Productions, Sam Hain. I just wanted to address that when you got this package, that you got a nice letter inside, and I wanted to read it to you guys real fast because it just shows the dedication and professionalism that you get with Caine Productions, and that he cares. Like I said, all projects take a long time. Everybody knows the deal in this custom game, so sometimes the dude gets a bad shake, and I just want you to hear this letter. I'm going to read it to you guys. Thank you so much for your support on this project. I've worked hard to make this the best figure I possibly could. Sam is a project 4 years in the making. The original post I made on the Sideshow Freaks forum was made on November 11, 2012. The main obstacle that prevented its release was the outfit. Fortunately, Tinela Ayres came to the rescue and provided me with a prototype that turned out wonderful. As much as I would have loved to finish the figure run sooner, the long delay allowed my skill set to improve, making for a much more professional, well put together figure. I also have to give proper thanks and credit to Mike Tanzi, who initially came to me with the idea of producing Sam. I'd seen the film before and loved it, but hadn't thought about making a full figure. Once I had decided I wanted to pursue it, the challenge was then how to create a figure of a 7 to 8 year old boy with the bodies on the market today. Once again, Mike helped me out by sourcing a 1/12 action scale body that has much of the same articulation of the average 1/6 scale body and the correct proportions of a small child. Once the body was secured and Tinela came on board, all the other pieces began falling into place, and before I knew it, I had the finished prototype. If you're one of the individuals who have been on the interest list for the figure from the beginning, I sincerely appreciate your continued interest and support. It means a great deal to me that after 4 years, you've maintained the same enthusiasm toward this project. I hope that you enjoy your figure. As with any custom-made, non-factory produced figure, there is a danger of paint damage due to manipulation of the painted pieces, so please be careful when exchanging the heads, hands, and accessories. I've put my heart and soul into these pieces to ensure you're 100% satisfied with what you're receiving, but if you have any issues, please don't hesitate to contact me and I'll do what I can to rectify the situation. Thank you again, sincerely, Alexander Ray, Caine Productions. Really nice letter, and makes you feel like you're part of something special. And really great guy, like not here to toot horns and shit, but this man came to the toy fair with Trick or Treat Studios in February 2020 in New York City and reached out to me and gave me an invitation to a private event and brought me into his world, man. I got to meet everybody there, and I was able to actually bring some completed pieces that I have by Caine, who never really gets to see the work done when he's making custom. Sometimes, things are painted by other people. So I was actually had the opportunity to bring Tarman, Chucky, and Sam over to the booth and let everybody get a nice hands-on look at it. Now the cool shit was that the owner of Trick or Treat took my Sam figure, placed it on the counter, took a picture, and told me, watch this. So I waited, and he goes, check this out. He texted Michael Dougherty, the writer and director of Trick or Treat, and he texted back that, wow, that's the best Sam figure I've ever seen. Real story, true story, not fucking bullshitting. You can check with Alexander. It happened. But I'm not trying to sway you. I want you to watch this review and let me know what you think in the comments below about what you think about this figure. It's Halloween, Mag's back. We're going to celebrate the icon of Halloween, Sam, as you can see. This t-shirt, if you're wondering, is done by a company called Spicy Donut. They do all horror characters in a 30s style animation similar to the Cuphead video game and Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie kind of shit. And I love the designs, man. So check them out if you're interested. They do Myers, Freddy, everybody. It's so fucking cool and different. But I'm getting off topic. Let's get to this review. 1/6 Fly, Sam, happy Halloween, y'all. Mag is back. Let's do this. Peace. What up, everybody? It's your boy Magnus, back with another custom 1/6 review. And what a fucking review this is gonna be. Happy Halloween 2020. Your boy's back with another one, and I'm glad to share this. This is none other than the Caine Productions Sam from the film Trick or Treat. And wow, what a badass piece this is. Your boy Mag is back in the fly zone with the dope ass artwork by Cubic Artworks. My boy Stanley, you know that, what's up? Fucking thank you for doing this beautiful piece, setting off the fucking tone. And your boy Mag's back to show you why this Caine Productions Sam, why I believe it is the best Sam in the 1/6 game, and I'm here to share that with you. So let's dig in. Let's fucking do it, guys. Happy Halloween to all. Your boy Mag is back. Let's get 1/6 fly, baby. Alright, everybody, as you can see here, I have the box that came with this figure with custom artwork by Caine. It's very beautifully done. It's a paper slipcover over a cardboard box that folds out kind of like the one I had with the Shogun figure. And of course, you can see here, I'll show you all the print. You got the Trick or Treat logo, Sam 1/6 scale custom figure with the tagline, "If you don't follow the rules tonight, you won't live to see tomorrow." Going right around Sam's sack head, the burlap sack. Alright, I'll turn the box sideways. Let's see the images. As you can see here, you have Sam just standing there looking a little coy, wanting a trick or treat right at your steps. Caine Productions logo on the bottom. Turn the box the other way. As you can see, I have a little tear on the top. If anything, that's my only complaint with this, was that the stock was just a little too thin, and or maybe just me. I tried to pull it off so fast with excitement, and I tore it, unfortunately. I can't warn you all guys now because it's way too long. You've had it all in your hands already, so you know the deal. Another picture on the side, and it's hilarious. That's kind of like the picture I posted on Insta this week in preparation for this review. Beautifully, Sam just wants to hand you his lollipop, asking if you want a lick before he stabs the shit out of you. And let's turn to the back, which has the credits for this figure. Of course, Sam's sack and pop, now with the bite mark in it. You have the 1/6 scale Trick or Treat figure created by Alexander Caine Ray. Sculpting, paint, and packaging design, Tinela Ayres costume fabrication, in collaboration with Mike Tanzi, who is Mike Caine on the Sideshow Freaks and 1/6 scale custom figure forum. That's the dude that brought this project to Caine in the first place, and without him, who knows how long it would have been till we got a proper Sam. And thank you, Mike Caine, for bringing this project to the man. And you guys did a wonderful job in getting it out to everyone. As you can see, I have the letter that I read to you guys earlier in the review. We'll just move this to the side, and we can get a nice overview of the whole package. First, I'd like to address the certificates of authenticity. You get a Caine Productions business card, as you can see here. There's all his info in case you want to know. Website, Insta, email. Next up, you have the Certificate of Authenticity by Caine Productions. This document certifies that the accompanying 1/6 scale Trick or Treat Sam figure is number 11 of the first limited edition run. Signed by Alexander Ray, signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move over here to the beautifully done certificate by Tinela Ayres, the tailor for this project. As you can see, she has laminated it and also included actual swatches of the fabric that were used in the outfit that you see on your figure. Signed by her with the numbered limited edition of how many she made. Yes, you see there's 12, which I'll get into in detail in the storyline of this figure, so just don't freak out when you knew there was only 10. There's a reason for it. And lastly, I'd like to address this card right here, which sets my Sam off differently from everyone else's, and there's a reason for that too. I'll get into the storyline, done by none other than the fucking super talented customizer, custom paint guy, my boy, my peanut butter and jelly, the jelly to Caine's peanut butter, Jacob Rahmier. As you can see here, this is Caine Productions Sam, edition size 1 of 1, and it was made on June 12, 2017. I've had this figure in my hand for over 3 years now, and I'm finally fucking hyped to share it with you guys. So as you can see here, I've been drowning the figure in an orange Halloween light, and just figured to give the video a nice ambiance. But I'm gonna switch over to a more regular natural light so we can see this figure in all its full figure glory. I don't want to miss any details as I feel that the orange light is drowning things out. I'll bring it back during the posing segment. We'll see how that goes. But let's fucking dig into this guy, guys. I'm fucking hype. It's 1/6 fly time. I got a story to tell with this figure, and I hope you have a fucking beer in your hand or whatever keeps you happy. It's Halloween. Let's get down with it. Your boy Mag's back. Happy Halloween, guys. Let's do it. Alright, guys. So now we got some real nice light going on in the dial. Man, Lucas, you killed this billboard, man. This shit is just popping. I just want you guys to soak this in. This is the overview of the figure. Everything that you get in the package. As you can see, you get the Sam figure in all its glory. The full lollipop, pumpkin lollipop. Next up, you get the burlap sack, which most likely is housing a dead cat, as we know in the film. You get the classic, iconic trick-or-treat pumpkin with the translucent flame, which also lights up, has a battery inside with a switch. And we know this pumpkin was seen at the end of the film with the old man when he first seen Sam in his bedroom, and the flame was roaring. And this pumpkin went down in horror movie history, right next to the OG 78 Michael Myers Halloween pumpkin. You could definitely chalk it up in that category now as iconic pumpkins for Halloween. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Next up, we have the additional head sculpt, unmasked. You have the beautifully done concrete sidewalk stand by Caine with faux grass and no stick. I love it. It's just, you throw Sam on there, he stands up proper, no stick up his ass. Looking, you know, Mag hates fucking stands, so this piece right here is actually right up my alley, and I use it in my display when I have Sam, you know, on his own by himself. Next up, you have the bitten lollipop, you know, translucent plastic. We'll get into all those details as I do the accessories up close. A stump, which is not included in the original package. I will explain the details on that, how that came to be. A Holly Ho candy bar, which is also not in the original package. And this is the original candy bar, just minus the logo by Caine. The extra hand, which holds the candy bar. And yeah, that's basically the overview of the whole package. So allow me to make a cut right here, and we're gonna move all this stuff away, and we're gonna get into the figure itself. I'll give you all the goods on it, and fucking hype, man. Let's do this. I'm fucking really ready. Let's fucking go. Alright, guys, we're back in here now. I've removed all the accessories. We just have the figure, bare bones. And I guess while I have him here, I could start explaining how this all came to be. So Caine got this figure, you know, the project, like I said, took about 5 years to come to fruition. And around 2016, the latter half, it was, you know, the orders were finalized for the people that were on the wait list, and, you know, the original guys that, you know, hadn't made it to the original list. And of course I missed out. I was kind of heartbroken, but figured I would find one down in the secondary market down the line. At this time, me and Caine were also working behind the scenes on the Tarman figure, as you know in my previous review. So I'm just going to keep swinging the camera around the figure as I'm telling the story, and then we'll get into the actual figure. Sorry if it's bothering you, just, you know, you could always fast forward if anything. So back to the story, you know, me and Caine were messaging each other all the time, and, you know, just talking about horror movies and love, and I had mentioned that I had missed out on the figure, and, you know, it killed me, and, you know, I was hoping to get one later on. And Caine had mentioned to me that he had an extra set, not one that he made. It was just an unpainted master kit and the proto coveralls, not coveralls, fuck, I'm so used to Myers coveralls. The prototype costume, pajama costume for Sam that he had worked on with Tinela. With the material might have been just a little different from the production run, but he did have a set laying around, and asked me if I was interested in it. You know, could I make it come to life? And I was working with Jacob behind the scenes, knowing that he was going to be doing the Tarman. So, like I said, peanut butter and jelly, you know, I know how to put a sandwich together. I reached out to Jake, and 2 seconds, the guy was into it. And as you can see here, we have this glorious, glorious piece. Not knocking Caine, Sam, because if this opportunity didn't fall in my hands, that's the one I would own. And maybe I would get it touched up in the future, you know, as I do sometimes with certain people's shit. But I can't say honestly because I never had it in my hand to do that. But again, I just want you guys to know that I didn't jump a run, and I just, you know, made this my own. It's a 1 of 1, and your edition is still respected. And as you know, like damn, I'm getting ahead of myself again. The original run was 10 pieces. So actually 7, and then it went to 10 in an upgrade when Caine had finally secured the tailor, which was Tinela. And the last 2 pieces are the, you know, the one that I have, which is the unpainted masterpiece, master mold. And Caine has, of course, the prototype build, which is in his possession. So that's the extra 2 pieces from the edition. Explain to you, for anybody that wanted to know or feels a little salty if the edition size was ruined, which I don't believe it was. It was still respected very well. And let's get into this fucking figure, you know? All right, everybody. The foot fetish is back. It is fucking back with some nice baby footsies, little jammy jams. As you can see here, Tinela has caught the little usual, like these are like 80s style pajamas with the little, you know, they used to have this plastic patch in the front, very smooth like material. Used to get all bended and twisted when you'd wash it and dry it in the, you know, the machine. And when you stick your foot back in, you'd have to stretch it back out. Just bringing back memories. Unfortunately, I had a pair of these kind of pajamas when I was a kid, and thanks, Grandma. I can relate. But I think Sam is real comfy in these things because Tinela killed it. And as you can see, the costume is a big reason why this project was delayed for so long. Because, you know, Caine is a sculptor, so he, you know, had all the things going. But securing a tailor back in 2012 wasn't an easy thing to do. It was like the real height of the hobby, and, you know, we were just all getting into it, and a lot of things were still exclusive. There wasn't a lot of people out there offering these kind of services. So finding a tailor proved to be real tough. I think it took a year before they found their first tailor. I know I'm just storytelling because I just know so much story about this, the history of this figure. So I just hope you appreciate it, and we're gonna get into the, you know, the figure itself as well. Please just hang with me, bear with me. Yeah, the clothing took about a year to find his first tailor, which remained unnamed but wound up falling through, and then disappeared. The project went dead for about 3 years because we were looking for a tailor, and finally Caine locked in Tinela, and she saved the fucking day in 2016, and produced what I believe is the most 1/6 screen accurate Sam outfit to date. And sue me. I'm just talking that shit. I just run the camera over everything. As you can see here, the nice burlap patches. They got the real texture, no faking right here, real material. The fleece pajamas. As you can see here, the light may be drowning out some of the orange color in it. So like I said, when I do the posing, I'll just try to do different lighting techniques, and then hopefully you can get a better look at it up close and personal. As you can see here, she gave the right amount of bagginess to the body. And the body here, I forgot to mention, is a WWE Elite body. It's just a 6-inch figure body, man, and fits perfectly for the Sam look. I mean, let me just pull back real quick. As you can see here, you know, they used a young boy in the film to play Sam. And Caine just has an eye, man. He's fucking talented, and he knows what he likes. He's a fan just like us, and he wants the best for what he can do, and he just found this body. And of course, the body was found way before the tailor, believe it or not, and it worked perfect. So kudos to Caine for finding that body. It is just like a 1/6 scale body, has a neck peg, ball jointed. Just amazing, amazing, man. Next up, as you can see, I'm still on the clothing. We have the burlap sack, which is connected to the head, but that's part of Caine. That is not Tinela. Let me get back to the Tinela side of things. You have the little sleeve work, and now I don't have this on a stand, so it's gonna want to fall. Turn it around. Nice. Let me see if I can stand this up. I should have had it on a stand. Apologies, guys. Oh shit. All right. There we go. So Sam, from the back, you have the little Velcro flap going up to his back, and then you have his little booty flap right there. Black buttons. I know other people's Sams have orange buttons, so I'm not sure if Jake had painted these. I'd have to inquire, but they are screen accurate. And if you ever wanted to fix your Sam up, if you own a Caine one, I wouldn't imagine that is more than just taking maybe a little black Sharpie, fine tip, very close, and color those 2 buttons back there and call yourself screen accurate. Not a big deal. But mine's actually have the black buttons, as I see. Coming from the side again, as you can see, just beautifully tailored kitty pajamas. Well done, Tinela. I love the feel. It's just fantastic. All right, now we're gonna go on to the beautifully done head sculpt by Alexander Ray Caine, and painted by Jacob Rahmier. Of course, also as you see here in the figure, all the weathering on the clothing is done by Jacob. The painting on the hands, which I'll show you up close, just beautiful. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. All right, there we go. So you got all the sculpting. This boy loves burlap, I tell you that. Sam loves that burlap. It's on his bag, his patches, his hands. He's a sack boy, man. Kind of like the PlayStation character Sack Boy. All right, let me get this back up. And let's get to the head. As you can see here, you have these sculpted buttons, painted to perfection. And the noose around the neck, the cut on the bottom of the burlap. So this right here, to me, screams Sam from the film. It's screen accurate. Caine, I don't know if you used a fucking golf ball under here. You casted a round head, but the way that this just hugs around this head is second to none. It's just fantastic. You have the stitching on the mouth, stitching down the up and down, just like that. Just get up close, guys. Sorry if it's the light is drowning everything out. I just want you to see everything, all the detail. Very, very well done, and movie accurate like a mofo. Let me show it from the back real quick. We just don't want this little guy to fall over. You got the stitching that's going all the way across from front to back, and it's just insane. The technique is made with lots of care, lots of love, and accurate as accurate can be. Go look at the movie. I dare you to challenge me on this. This is the Sam. And let me make a cut right here. As you see, we'll get into the second head sculpt and a little story behind that. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. I'm a little rusty, but I'm feeling the passion flowing through. The love is here. And let's get into it. All right. Okay, now we're going on to the second head sculpt, which of course, if you know the film, is the unmasked head sculpt from when Sam battles the old man at the end. And as you can see here, it's masterfully sculpted by Caine with insane paintwork by Jacob Rahmier. Now this head, as you can see, is like what they call Sam Pumpkin Boy, you know, because he's actually like a little pumpkin, you know. Michael Dougherty, the director of the film, was going for a look that was like cross between a pumpkin and an embryo, and I think they fucking nailed that, because it's definitely creepy like that and just insane. Gonna get up close and give you some details with this head because it really is sick. I'm thinking maybe the best idea is to pop it off after I turn it around on the body so you get the full view of it actually on the body. Give it a side view. because you need to see this up close and personal to really appreciate everything. And as you can see here, there is a sculpted neck. Caine went the extra mile and put a little sleeve over the regular neck on the body, which gives it that pumpkin look. So when you want to use this head sculpt, it doesn't break the sculpt and look like it doesn't belong. You wouldn't see just a flesh neck. It's an actual orange pumpkin neck, and the light is drowning it out, of course. So we'll pop the head off. You could probably see it better right there, and then we'll get really nice. You'll see the details of it. Again, I'm not on a stand, and I'm just taking a risk of this guy falling over, and that would suck. So there we go, side view. Let's get the side view again. Bear with me, guys. One-handed fucking reviews right here, man, and my hand is holding this camera is getting pretty fucking tired, man. So let's zoom in. As you can see, Jacob caught all the little vein work. Oh my fucking god, just insane work. And if you own the Caine one, I've definitely seen it up close, and it definitely has all these little vein work paint. So don't knock Caine's paint, man. The guy could fucking do it all. It's definitely a reason why the Trick or Treat Studios hired him, and they want to roll with him and rock with him for the long run. So we will be seeing a Trick or Treat Caine one day. I mean, Sam one day. I'm pretty sure. Definitely fucking sure. All right, I'm gonna cut right here real quick and have the head in my hand, and then you can see the actual neck, and we'll get into the details of the head because there's a little story with that too. All right. Okay, so as you can see here, I have the head removed, and the body just came to life. The arms went up. We're like, where the fuck is my head? You can see Caine used a orange-yellow kind of ball peg, and the sculpted neck underneath. It just slid right on top. You can feel where the piece meets the body right here, and it's just fantastic. That's care, and shows, you know, the thoughtfulness, the blueprint of this figure. It was very well thought out. Just fucking sick. All right, let me grab this head real quick and put it up in your face, guys. Just gonna let the camera do the talking for a little bit. As you can see, Jake went that extra mile and added real threading on the jawline and the lips because, you know, it's kind of like I also attribute Sam to kind of like that scarecrow style, you know, just, you know, people use pumpkins on scarecrows and shit. As you can see here, all the vein work, just insane embryo pumpkin. And of course, if you're wondering, yes, this has an articulated jaw. Opens up about that much. Jake killed the paintwork. If the light is catching all of that. The actual threads here. Ooh, went a little too in. Focus. There we go. So the threads are connected there, and then you have the front ones which were ripped when, you know, Sam screamed when he was going after the old man in the house. And then, you know, you can, and you get a little give on the back threads, which is just fucking sick. Jake always goes that extra mile, as you know, in my Tarman review. Just top notch work from all involved. Can't say enough fucking good things. And this is one of Jake's, I don't know about nowadays because the man is really blown up, and you can see here the inside. At that time when he posted the video of this articulated mouth, I think it was at 30,000 views, probably at 50,000 views or more now on his Instagram page. So go check that out, and, you know, maybe you could tell me in the comments how many views on just a little video of him closing the mouth up and down on Instagram was viewed, which just speaks fucking volumes about this piece. And it's just insane. Soak this fucking bitch in. I know I'm just showing you a head sculpt, an unmasked head, second head, not even the original, but it's to be appreciated just as much as the original, if not more. And let me see if I could pop it back on the body real quick. Yeah, there you go. fucking sick, man. Alright, let's get into the fucking accessories, man. This review is moving. Alright guys, on to the accessories that came inside this package. I've included the original accessories on the bench, as you can see here. We'll pull those up close and personal in a sec. But these are the original accessories that you got in the box. And the additional hand, of course, down there, which is holding the new Holly Hole bar, which I'll explain about in a sec. So let's get the stand out the way first. I have the additional accessories that I, had done for this set to accentuate it on top. So just ignore those for the moment, but we are looking at this beautifully sculpted sidewalk and curb done by Caine using a faux grass. And I mean, this grass is insane. Some of the best I've ever seen. It's got little bits of brown, yellow, green, just looks a little dead, a little live. Just fantastic. It goes across the back, which of course then will give you a nice sidewalk for Sam to stand on while he's patrolling the streets, making sure that everyone follows the rules on Halloween, or you're gonna fucking get killed, basically. So the stand is made of sculpted resin, I'd imagine. It feels like it. Expertly painted. It's got a nice stone concrete texture, little roughness to it. You can see if the camera's picking it up, little flex. It's just very well done stand, and like I said, if I was ever to have to use a stand, this is the kind I prefer. A lot of people I see incorporate sticks up the back, which are, it's dope if you need to secure a figure, especially a heavy one. But I hate fucking stands. I think they break the look of the figure. I know people say, oh, it's just a doll or a toy, but I'm spending money on this and I want it to look as real and accurate as possible. So the less I have to break that look, the better for me. So thank you, Caine, for thinking about making a nice fucking stand without the extras on it, and it works very well. I used it in a couple other pictures of collectibles that I have as well because it just works like that. Alright, I'm running my mouth again. Let's move this concrete to the side and bring the bench up, and then we'll see the original accessories that came with this set. So first off, you have the full lollipop, translucent plastic, as you can see. Maybe you can see Chucky through it, I don't know, but perfectly screen accurate, as you can see. I'm zooming in, I dare you. The tone, the color, the thickness, just a fucking beautifully done lollipop. The stem work, second to none. Just beautiful, beautiful all around, and very accurate face on top. Next up, we have the bitten lolly, of course, which is used as a weapon in the beginning of the film. Let me see if we can zoom on this one. Get it, I don't know where the camera would want to pick up the bench and not the lollipop. But let's see. Hold on. Sometimes you gotta put your hand behind things and then it'll focus better. There we go. So the bitten lollipop, accurate cut. And the most beautiful thing is in one of the poses I will show you coming up, which is just another reason why an articulated jaw was the move for this figure. Alright, next up, the most, I guess the worst part of this package, if I want to be nitpicky about anything, is the Holly Hole candy bar. The blade is real. You can cut yourself on it. It's got some painted blood done by Jake, I'd imagine. If I don't know if, yeah, Jake had to do this. It's not, Caine didn't paint this one. So masterfully painted by Jacob, but it's missing the logo, and that was kind of disappointing. It was something that I had planned on getting a decal or water slide decal down the line to fix, but thankfully that was remedied by another person that was in on this project, which I will speak about in a second. So a generic candy bar with the razor blade inside. That's probably like the worst part of this package, and that's not even that bad. It looks really fucking good. Alright, next up, the iconic pumpkin, as I told you. Sculpted to perfection, painted masterfully by Jacob, of course. I'll show you here, up close. Look at that. So sick. Alright. And I will light him up in one of the poses. So it does light up, it does flicker. As you can see here, we have the switch on the bottom. Just hit that little button and it's ready to go. So this does come in two pieces. The translucent piece on the top, it just comes out. And as you can see, this little part comes out, which houses some 3 watch batteries, or not watch batteries, maybe calculator batteries. They're too big for a watch, but the batteries are in there. You can cut it on from the bottom after you stick it back in the pumpkin, or you can turn it on and then stick it inside the pumpkin. It's up to you. It's your world. And it works fucking fantastic, which you'll see when I put it in some atmospheric shots. Lastly, you have the burlap sack. I know that when Caine shipped it in the box, I think it was folded up and you would just have to, put some stuffing inside it yourself. I don't know if he included that, but Jake stuffed mine, of course, and put a little blood stains on the bottom, which is probably from when, Sam was dragging that cat inside, probably fucking smashed it a la Jason's sleeping bag all over the fucking ground and just carrying it while it's in misery, while it's dying. As you can see here, you have the burlap patch to break up the fucking material, not just one bag. You actually have a little difference on it, and it makes it unique and makes it look cool, and most likely it's screen accurate as fuck too. I have to go back at the movie and look at the bag, but I just never really did that like that. So these are the original accessories of the set. I am now going to push them back, and we are going to address the improvements that I made to the set, or added to the set. So first up, we do have the candy bar holding hand, which was included in the original set. So as you can see here, it's a hand, just a holding hand, but as you see, we have a real Holly Ho candy bar, more in line with the shape of the candy bar. This one, the blood on it isn't as doesn't look as real as the other one. As you can see, I'll show you. I really noticed that now. I'm digging the blood more on that than the blood on here. This blood looks a little toyish, but very well done. Very, the sculpt. You can see inside the candy bar, the nougat. Maybe it's just fucking sick. The label, and this piece, I want you guys to know, is very special. It will never leave my collection, because Caine Sam isn't leaving my collection anyway. But this is a piece of history right here, this Holly Ho bar, which was commissioned by my good boy Luis Torres, who has left the 1-6 game recently, unfortunately, but definitely a good friend no matter what. And I love when people that are on projects go the extra mile to try to accentuate things, and we'll try to find someone. And Luis found he found fucking Doggy Doc. This is Doggy Doc's first commissioned project in 1/6 scale accessories, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, but I think this was your first piece, and I'm fucking super proud to have it. It came in a case like this, where you see the candy bar was inside with a sliver of foam on top to keep it housed in. A nice little silver can with blood splatter on it. And Andy signed on the back. Thank you, Doggy Doc, Andy Maniloff. Like I said, a piece of 1/6 history right here. Accentuates your Caine Sam figure, if you want to go that extra mile. I'm not sure if Doggy's offering that these days anymore, but Andy's a cool fucking dude, and I imagine if you reach out and you let him know that you've seen this video and you want to, upgrade your Sam to the next level, he'll take care of you. He's that kind of guy. So now we got the candy bar out the way, which was the only issue I had with this set, naturally and officially, when I, seen that it was going down. We can go to this little piece of genius right here. So, having 3 hands, I was telling Jake that I would love to have an option to display this hand separately, because in the film, Sam's hand gets blown off with the candy bar, the one that holds the candy bar. And I was wondering, if we could do anything to, make it look just like it did in the film. So Jake came up with this fucking idea, which is insane, where he sculpted a little piece with a peg, and added strands of pumpkin, you know, just like the innards of a pumpkin, with even fucking pumpkin seeds. As you can see, this man put fucking seeds. I didn't ask for that. He just went that extra mile, and that's the detail that Jake does, man. He's fucking just one of the top guys in the game. If you don't know already, you see all the pieces I have by him, and super proud that he killed this. So I'm gonna see if I could plug this in while I'm on camera, or you know what? I'll save that for a pose. Basically, this is gonna go into this hand, and you have the severed hand going back to unmasked Sam that had been blown away by the old man. Alright guys, so that's all the accessories for this set. I think I've been jabbering along enough, and it's time to get into some fucking posing. After the poses, we'll get into the final overview and my thoughts of everything. And I thank you all for sticking with me. I'm fucking super happy to be back again. I keep running my mouth saying that, but it's just, I can't fucking stop. I'm loving it. What else can I say? All right, let's get some poses. All right, so I got the orange lights back on, and got the stand back out. Pretty much do all the poses on the stand if possible. There's not really much posing you can do with this little guy. You know, he's basically just stands there and looks good and holding the things that he does. So I got him here, and now you can see the Holly Ho candy bar in hand and how great that looks, and it's a big difference to the generic one that came with the set. The wrapper. Let's see if we get that going on. Basically, Sam's just standing there, hand behind his back. We don't know what he's got back there. And he's holding his razor blade candy bar ready to cut you up. I have the pumpkin light on, if you can tell. So hard to see. It's on. The battery, I hit the button. As you can follow, the light is going up. It's lighting it up. Pull back out. Simple pose. Just shows you how good this shit looks, though. It doesn't take much. So I don't know how many poses I'm going to get out of this review, but let's try another one. Alright, next pose. Now we got Sam with his sack standing on the sidewalk, probably in front of someone or someone's house. And he's asking for his treat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, or I'll cut your throat. So, I also forgot to mention that I had Jake bloody up these fingers on this hand only, because that's the hand that holds the candy bar and also the one that gets blown off. So bloody fingers are here. That's if you're wondering why it's like that. Trick or treat. Again, this is a Halloween review. Very happy to be doing that. Hoping everybody's enjoying their Halloween, even with all this COVID lockdown bullshit. Wearing your masks, and I'm talking about Halloween masks. Wear the other masks too, man. Just stay safe. Mag wants to see everybody enjoy this hobby and stick around for a while, man. Alright, so let's get into another pose. I think this time we're going to start going unmasked. Okay, next pose, which is probably one of my favorites, and the inspiration for having the moving jaw, which is a big part of the film, man. That Sam took that lollipop and took a big bite out of it and made it a weapon. And he's, you know, shoved it, stabbed people, shoved it in the chick's mouth. But yeah, there's Sam, mouth open, taking a bite out of that candy bar, that lollipop. Beautifully done. It's possible to do with the body, no trickery. He's chomping on that lollipop. Ready to make that weapon. Ready to draw that blood for all the people that break the rules on Halloween night. Don't do it. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite poses. Especially for that head sculpt. It works. Superb, superb. Alright, I think I got one more pose for you with this head. And then we're going to get into the final thoughts and overview of this review. Let's do it. Alright, so last pose, as you can see here, we have the stump installed inside the hand with the knife, with the candy bar knife, the razor. Little shredded pumpkin, just Sam's hand just got blown off by an old man. The old man that killed all the kids in the school bus massacre, if you don't know already. And we're just gonna go here to see our injured guy on the floor. Arm, Sam's hand. And Sam is just kind of in pain, man, but he's calling his hand back to him because he knows that he can form back. So this is him just reaching out, calling the hand to scurry itself over, like in the film, and then it would reattach itself right there. So cool to have this option for pictures or a display if you ever want to change it up. I thank Jake again for going that extra mile, man. I never imagined it would turn out this good. You just do fucking incredible work. And you made this pose come to life. Couldn't do it without you, bro. Alright, guys, this is it. We've got to a final pose. I don't want to pull out too much on this dude. And I'm going to turn the lights back on and we're going to talk about the final overview of everything. And I'll wish you guys a happy Halloween one more time. And Mag will be out of here. Thanks for sticking with me, man. Alright. Alright, everybody. We're here at the final part of the review. Poses are done. Overviews are done. Here are my final thoughts on this piece, the film itself. Trick or Treat was supposed to be released in 2007, way back when. What happened, I don't remember if it was writer's strike or whatever, but it got delayed and went off the grid for like 2 years. Never came out in the movies and wound up going straight to DVD at the time. And I was really looking forward to this movie when it was announced, and the character just really, grabs you when you look at him. You're like, what is this all about, man? Maybe we're gonna have a new horror icon. We haven't had one in a while, and this guy, he really did justice for a straight-to-video film. You can find Sam in every Halloween store. He is the staple of Halloween now. Decorations, stickers, artwork, toys. This is the face of Halloween. Sam Hain, Samhain, the celebration of Halloween and all the history. That's basically where the roots of this film were even done, were made. Why it was made by Michael Dougherty, who wrote and directed it. And we're still waiting on part 2, but I know he's busy doing Godzilla and shit like that now, so bigger budgets trump personal projects. But I believe he'll come back one day, and just like this figure, it took time to, come to life, but it was worth the wait, and hopefully the sequel will be the same. Maybe we'll get a Samette, Sam's little female partner. Could be cool, man. You never know. But let me just address some other things while I'm here. I don't know if I talked about the weathering on the outfit that Jake did. It's amazing. Of course, the light is kind of drowning it out, so I hope in the other clips you see it better. And I forgot to mention on the stand itself, the cool shit that Caine did, that, you could either just sculpt it and keep it rock all the way around, but he actually went and added soil for the grass parts. And I know I forgot to mention that before, and it's a very cool little extra. It's very, very cool, and I appreciate that. So that's another tidbit I missed. The weathering, Jake, the head, everything just painted to perfection. Rescued this piece that was just sitting in Caine's shop or desk, waiting to get some love. And I'm glad that Caine blessed me with this, and I was able to make it happen. And thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Caine. Thank you, Tinela. Thank you, Doggy Doc, for saving the candy bar. Thank you, Lou Torres, for making that commission and, bringing Doggy Doc to the 1/6 community. And what an introduction it was, as he's definitely one of the top guys in the game right now. What else can I talk about? Thank you to the original purchasers who did the reviews for this figure. I think mine's is the 3rd Sam review out now. You have the Castellanos, Christine and Lewis. They did a really nice video showcasing the figure and showing it in a great dark light. And then you have Ben Kollectormaniac, who from the UK, and did his, where the video is a little more saturated and like kind of like mine, but definitely did the figure justice as well. So I hope this review here, you know, being a one of one, is a nice companion piece to theirs. So please go check out their reviews. I'll add the links below, and you can spread the fly love with them as well, because they are true OGs and held on to their pieces as far as I know, and they're not letting them go. I think everybody that has a Sam nowadays, he's found his home. Especially if you're a horror lover, you just have to have this guy in your collection. He's the epitome of Halloween. I mean, the OG is always gonna go to Michael Myers, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But this guy just took over as being an icon in the season, the holiday, you know, and he's just that cute and that cool at the same time. So you can't go wrong. So I'm just gonna drag the camera over the whole dial one last time and let you soak it in. We're in the fly zone again, like I said. We're getting 1/6 fly with this Sam piece. And I don't know what else to say. Soak it in, baby. Soak it in. Custom 1 of 1 1/6 Sam by Caine Productions, Jacob Rahmier, Tinela, Ayres. Mag's out of here. Happy Halloween, y'all. One love, much respect, and love always. Your boy Mag.